Here we go. We're going to do, our next test is going to be our sit and reach test, which is for flexibility. Basically right now all we have is a yardstick set up. We have, as you can see, we have a tape marked off at the 15-inch line, and then tape here so we can keep the yardstick straight. What we're going to do is I'm going to demonstrate how to do it, explain the proper technique, and then you're just going to do 3 trials for us, alright? So here we go. What I want you to do, first start off out, I want your heels right on the 15-inch line, okay? Heels there. When we go to reach, we got our hands are on top of each other, not overlapping like this, because then that won't count, alright? So we got hands on top of each other. Of course, our knees going to be straight, and then we're just going to go down and touch, okay? And then I'm going to mark you, and then we'll do that 3 times, then we're done, okay? Alright. So here we go. We're going to line up with our heels. Now you can do this with your shoes on or shoes off, doesn't really matter, as long as your heels are on that 15-inch mark. Alright, so our first trial, here we go, Rob. Hands on top of each other, and just go down and reach and touch the marker. Here we go. First trial is 20 inches. 20 inches first trial. Here we go. Ready? Second trial. Whenever you're ready. 19 and a half. 19 and a half. All right, Rod. Here we go. One more. Get there. Good. 21 inches. 20 inches. All right. Next thing we're doing is we're gonna take blood pressure. What I'm gonna do, Rob, is I'm taking the sleeve right here, slide it up to right about his biceps, but then right above his artery in the middle. As you can see, I'm lining up artery mark with his artery. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten the sleeve just enough there's a little pressure for me to squeeze and put pressure into the cuff. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to let this sit here so I can read his blood pressure. I'm going to make sure my knob is tightened so I can put pressure into the sleeve. I'm going to use my stethoscope, and I'm going to put it right underneath his sleeve, right here, and put it right there. And I'm just going to pump. I'm going to pump to about 200, 220, and then I'm going to slowly listen for the first heartbeat and then the last heartbeat. My first reading was 116. Alright, so I got 116 over 72 for his first test of the blood pressure. Alright, now that was the first trial, was 116 over 72. Our next trial, what we're going to do is we're going to do a second trial, just to see and make sure that everything's accurate. Same procedures. I'm going to slide the cuff up right above his artery, tighten the sleeve just enough so I can get enough pressure on and I can get pressure into the cuff. Retightening my pump, and I'm going to put my stethoscope right on his nerve so I can hear the pulse. And here we go. Pumping up again to about 200, 220, listening for the 2 beats. $114 this time. All right, we got 114 over 70. So as you can see, the blood pressure is very similar. It's off by 2. Just one thing to note, when we are checking our little monitor here, when you're releasing the pressure, you want to go 2 dots per second. Okay, you want to make sure you're not going too fast, but you're not leaving too much pressure in the cuff so your client doesn't lose pressure in his arm.